Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun running play call. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Here's the 2nd down play. And here's the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down here for this offense. Looking for some space. It's Whittington. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He'll throw it now. Pulls it in. It's Whittington. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gamecocks will try to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Brown.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here comes a handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. The back's got it. Running with purpose. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They go with a direct snap. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 7, Alabama 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half. With the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
Receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26.
And your Alabama 1st and 10 will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They've got to recover from that right now. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Escapes the pocket. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the 1st half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Plugged out of the 46, good enough for a 1st down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down inside their own 40. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change in momentum right here.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And your Alabama first and Tide will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Young. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Down he goes. A sack. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. complete to the running back, but can he get there? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage. They'll tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense can make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Running past the 35. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw, and he lobs it deep down the middle. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
To the air, it's Sellers. Got a lot of time back there. Now throws it to the right. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Gamecocks offense is on the move now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. The Gamecocks were 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Gamecocks. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. This guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here on this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, South Carolina. And this one is getting ugly. Now the important point after attempt. BAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. Breaking through defenders. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. And it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's caught. It's Young. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
It's a shotgun run call. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's 2nd down here. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Breaking free at midfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Big gains like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Miller. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And the pass is incomplete. But the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a 1st down. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
The end of the third quarter. With the score, South Carolina 35, Alabama 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking for a gap. It's Miller. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And looking to throw now on first down. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Lets it go quickly. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Eludes the rush. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
The Gamecocks are in the red zone now. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up fourth down.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something? He's picked for a third time tonight. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
On the play. Second down.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Will he score here? Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Look at now throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. An impressive spin there. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. Looking to scramble. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense, being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? And he laid the hit stick on him there.
Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Trying to find room. It's Miller. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
They're going for it. The offense needs 13 yards on this 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
He's tackled.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
There's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. And that'll do it. We have a national champion.